Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the month of December or whenever this video might find you. I don't believe in coincidences, so I trust that you're going to receive this message exactly when you're meant to. Welcome in, Cancer. If you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I host retreats, and I also like to do these videos here on YouTube. So let's see, what is your primary energy for the month ahead? At the very end of this number 9 year, at the very end of this year of the snake, where we've been doing so much shedding and releasing, completions, cycles coming to an end. What is the primary energy for the Cancer collective, please? Ooh, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm getting obsession. So, Cancer, this card comes up when we've got to get out of our head and into our heart, when we're overthinking, when we're overanalyzing, when again, we've got to get out of our head and into our heart. And I'm using the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle today. This is by Kelly Smith. I love this Oracle deck. I call it my OG deck because I've used it the longest. And I also call it my Tough Love deck because that's exactly what it does. It sort of calls us on our stuff, right? And this obsession card is telling me that you might be creating your own suffering by this being in your head all the time. Maybe there's something that you're going through right now, some sort of challenge where you're just, it's all consuming is what it feels like to me. It's all consuming. So what this is saying is, how do you move through this? How do you get out of your head and into your heart to create some more peace for yourself? And there's so many different things that we can do. There's so many different ways that we can do this. And embodiment practices are really key here. Moving your body. So for some of you, if you're not used to embodiment practices, then this could be as simple as, going for a walk, doing some stretching, maybe throwing a yoga video on YouTube here. Usually, if I am just really wanting to do something quick, I'll just search, yoga for sore shoulder, yoga for stiff neck, yoga for sore hips, yoga for whatever. And then you can actually filter the results based on how long the video is. So if you only have 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or maybe you have 30 minutes or 45 or even an hour, you can filter the results based on how long the video is. And that'll help bring you back into your body. And you can even, search here on YouTube for somatic exercises to help you release, because it feels like what's going on up here in your head, it needs to be released. It's not doing you any good being up here. Okay. We've got to move it. We've got to move that energy. Meditation will be really helpful for so many of you. Channel journaling. I said journey. So journeying and journaling, I feel definitely going hand in hand here. And when I say journey, meditating, journeying, kind of the same, very similar. But journaling, I feel, will be really helpful for some of you, like getting all of your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. That's going to help you feel more calm. It's like it's all consuming is the energy that I'm getting for you. What's going to help the Cancer collective to release this obsessive thinking? What will help the Cancer collective to release this obsessive overthinking in the month ahead, please? Wishful thinking. So this is the thing here. Wishful thinking tells us that you have learned how to manifest, right? And if all that's going on up here is fear, doubt, insecurity, worrying, I feel like there's a lot of worry around you. Just be careful what you wish for, right? Because the universe is going to mirror back to you everything you're putting out there. And if everything you're putting out there is like worry and anxiety, and this is the worst outcome is going to happen, then come on. You're a powerful freaking manifester. You are a powerful manifester. Wishful thinking says that you've already learned that you do manifest. You have the evidence. Look at where your life is right now. Once upon a time, you dreamed of that life. even though you still have further that you want to go, even though you still have desires and dreams, even though you still want things to be different than they are now, if you look back at it, there's a past version of you looking at your life right now saying, holy crap, look at what we've done, because you have manifested it. We are manifesting every moment of every day, okay? We're either consciously manifesting what we do want by, being conscious of it, putting it out there, focusing on the universe, asking our spirit guides and allies for assistance and guidance, and, actually consciously manifesting, or we're subconsciously manifesting. And when we're subconsciously manifesting, we're manifesting what we don't want. Because let's think about this for a second. They've studied this over and over and over again. And the average human has somewhere between like 60 and 90,000 thoughts in a day. Most of them are negative. Most of them are repeating. Most of them are subconscious. So if our negative, repeating, subconscious thoughts are the majority of them, then yeah, of course, we're manifesting what we don't want in the subconscious as well. Think about it, like, let's say, for example, we're coming up on the holidays. You're going to see some family probably that you haven't seen in a long time. And maybe there's that one family member that just gets under your skin. They know how to push the buttons and they do it. It almost seems like they try to get you going just for their own entertainment. Or maybe they always make comments about, oh, well, why are you eating healthy? You're trying to be skinny. Well, no, I just prefer to, fuel my body with food that actually matters, like food that's actually healthy, like food that actually nourishes us, not saying that that's happened to me, but this one family member gets under your skin, you're going to see them. You're going to see them. So what do? You put it out there. Oh my gosh, it's going to be awful. They're going to do something. They're going to say something. They always do. And then it's like we could write the script, right? Then the event comes, the family member shows up, and that's exactly the experience you have. They do something or they say something just like you knew that they would. It's not because that's typical of them and that's a pattern. People are always growing. People are always changing. People are always showing up differently. But you expected it. You expected it. Manifestation comes from that expectation. It doesn't come from thinking about what we want. It comes from expecting it just as confidently as we expect that the sun will rise tomorrow. It comes from the expectation. And when you're worrying, when you're throwing all this fear, doubt, and insecurity out into your energy field, when you're obsessing over something and the worst case scenario happening, you're expecting that worst case scenario and you're manifesting it. So can you manifest an outcome where you're satisfied? Does it have to be the outcome that you're worried about, that you're anxious about? You've really got to get out of your head and into your heart here. What will be the biggest challenge for the Cancer Collective in the month ahead, please? What will be the biggest challenge? I'm getting spiritual teacher for you, and it's in reverse. I don't always read reversals. Sometimes I feel like the reversal is just, spirit giving a great big exclamation mark at the end. But spiritual teacher, this tells me in reverse that there's someone here who is meant to help guide you through this. And maybe it's this video. Maybe this is all the guidance that you need. Maybe this is all the guidance that you need. Maybe there's more. I mean, I know that it's only at the time that I'm filming this, it's not even December. And I already have 2 out of my 5 one-on-one sessions booked for this month. I only open up 5 a month, and December, we're at the very end of that number 9 year, that snake year, that year of the snake, where everybody's releasing and shedding. And, sometimes we do need a little bit of help and guidance and support when it comes to this. My teacher has a saying, the shaman who heals themselves is a fool, because we all have blind spots for ourselves, right? We all have blind spots. And the spiritual teacher card in reverse is telling me, Cancer, there may be someone here who can help you with this. You don't have to do this alone. Maybe you go to a yoga class or a meditation circle or a women's circle. Maybe you hire a healer or an intuitive. Like I said, there's 3 more sessions left. So, I mean, if my energy is calling to you, then I trust that that's meant to happen. But if my energy is not calling to you, then maybe there's someone else out there. I do both readings and shamanic healing sessions. So sometimes we just want the information, the guidance, the intuitive insight. And sometimes we really want the experience of healing, of releasing. Now, if this is speaking to you, Cancer, please like this video. You know how the algorithm works. The more people who like it, the more people who will see it. The more people who see it, the more likely I am to show up for the next one. And if you are new here and my energy is calling to you, I'd be so grateful if you hit that subscribe button. And let me know down below in the comments, how is this hitting you? This obsessive thinking, are you already experiencing it? By the time these videos get uploaded, I believe it'll be the 1st of December. So maybe you're already feeling this obsession, this anxiety. It feels to me that this is anxiety that you are creating. And yes, the circumstances are, they're stressful circumstances for sure. For sure, they're stressful circumstances, but it's never about the circumstances, okay? It's always about our perception of them. It's always about our perception of them. So if you are experiencing something right now that's really stressful and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing that happened. Everything's going to suck and life is going to be so terrible from here on out because of this thing, then that's exactly what you're going to experience, because our perception is our thoughts, right? And when we think how terrible this is, it makes us feel really terrible. And that affects our day to day, right? And it's not toxic positivity, like just think happy and you'll be happy. No, I know that it takes effort, but coming back to these practices that I mentioned earlier, what's really going to help you the most is remembering that you are a powerful manifester. So how do you manifest? We've talked about this, and I'm just seeing 111 on my screen, by the way. So that's like, make sure that you change your mindset. Whenever you see 111 or 1111, it's like change your mindset, because the universe is going to mirror back to you what you're putting out there. And this obsession card is telling me that you're putting out a lot of anxiety and fear and doubt and insecurity. But you are a powerful manifester. So if you can look at your circumstances of, okay, this is the hand that I was dealt. Now I'm going to play that hand, and I'm going to play it so that I can have the best possible outcome. I'm not going to let this worry and fear and anxiety hold me back. I'm going to feel it. Yeah, here it is. Hello, anxiety. I'm going to feel you. And I'm going to do something to release you, because I am a powerful manifester. That's what I'm really getting for you. You've got to take hold. You've got to take control of this situation in the month ahead. Whatever this is, you've got to take control of it. Allow yourself to feel, though, allow yourself to feel, but don't get stuck in the mud. That's what I feel. Don't get stuck in the mud. What will help the Cancer Collective to align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline, their highest destiny in the month ahead, please? And don't forget, we've got some really strong, powerful astrological events that can help support us this month. We've got the the full moon rather, on the 2nd. No, the 4th. Why did I say the 2nd? On the 4th, we've got the full moon. Now, if you're local to me, I'm doing a full moon women's fire ceremony. It's going to be a beautiful experience. We've got snow, though, I'll tell you that. It's going to be a chilly one, but we're going to do it anyway. I'll get that fire roaring. So if you're local to me, I'd love to have you join me there. I'll put the link down below in the comments. I do also have a virtual event for the full moon happening on Zoom, and that's happening on the 5th, Friday the 5th. Now that's being offered to anyone inside the Sacred Self-Empowered community membership. Now, when you join the community membership, you also get access to the extended reading. So I'd love to support you both with the extended reading that I'll dive deeper and clarify these cards, and also at that event that we're having on the 5th for the full moon. We've also got the 12/12 portal. So I'll be doing a 12-month oracle reading on the 12/12 portal. That's also in the community membership. We've got the solstice or the equinox, the solstice. Oh my gosh, I just went back and forth, ping ponged it. We've got the winter solstice coming up at the end of the month, and that coincides with the new moon as well. So many astrological events that can really help us. So do your rituals, do your ceremonies, go out and be in circles. And remember that when we gather in groups of 2 or more, we amplify one another's intentions by 7. So it's really powerful to do this work with other people as well. So, Spirit, what is the primary energy that will help the Cancer Collective to align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline, their highest destiny in the month ahead, please? Okay, I've got 2 here. So first one, Earth shift. So a lot of what you're feeling is in the collective. That's what I'm really getting from this card. So a lot of this worry and anxiety and fear, it's not yours. It's not even yours. Like, sure, you're having a reaction to what's going on, but I feel like you're picking up on a lot of collective energy. So energy hygiene is going to be really important for you. Get in the bath with some pink Himalayan salt. That's going to be a strong, powerful psychic cleansing. Use your sage, your Florida water, your bells, your drums, your rattles, whatever you utilize to cleanse your energy. Ground your energy. I know that when the weather starts to shift, nobody wants to go outside, but get outside. It's so important. Again, I got for you earlier, doing some somatic movement will be really helpful. If you're not used to somatic movement, even just getting outside and going for a walk is going to be really helpful for you to get out of your head. Okay? And remember that when we protect our energy, then we can't be affected by the collective. We can't be affected by any projections that are coming towards us. And there's so many of them right now. Be mindful of what you're consuming, whether it's on social media or by talking to other people. Don't perpetuate. I feel like if other people are coming to you with their fear, their anxiety, their worry, then you're going to kind of ping pong off of that person. Like, you're enabling them, and then in turn, they're enabling you. So just be mindful of, the people that you surround yourself and what they're bringing to the table, whether it's optimism or pessimism. And then the second message that I got was metamorphosis. So you're going through a powerful transformation right now. Cancer, you're going through a powerful transformation right now, and you might feel like you've turned yourself into soup, because you have. Is that not what the caterpillar does when it goes into the chrysalis, right? Metamorphosis is saying you're not a caterpillar and you're not yet a butterfly, but you're about to be. What you're going through right now is so important for your transformation, for your journey. Learning how to get out of your head and into your heart, remembering that you are manifesting, you're co-creating your life with the universe, and also relying on those that are meant to help guide you at this point in your journey are all leading you to this powerful transformation. Yeah. Cancer, I feel like whatever challenges you're experiencing this month, you do have the power to go within. You do have the power to change this, okay? You do have the power to take control, to take the lead, and to bring and invite some more peace into your life this month. I will dive in deeper. I'll clarify all of these cards in the extended reading. I do hope to see you over there, Cancer. Have a beautiful month ahead.